I'm Jordan Dunn. I'm here with
Frank Rivas.
and we are going to interview Ryan Shirley about his clothing company, The Foolish Ones. First thing I want to ask is give me a little brief history of The Foolish Ones.
The idea of The Foolish Ones was formed in 2013. It started when I was informing my superiors in the military that I was getting ready to get out of the military. So they were telling me that, hey, you're making a foolish decision. So I took what they kept saying and I said, you know what? I'm going to get out and I'm going to do something, and whatever it is, I'm going to name it Foolish. But the idea of making it a clothing line didn't come around until earlier in 2014. Then in 2015, we became an official company and we launched our first shirt on my birthday.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's talk about your top competitors.
3 brands that I admire, but I want to beat. We got Obey, Staple, and Supreme.
Let's talk about your revenue streams.
First thing is clothes, first and foremost. Then we also do live events like a farmer's market at Lake Eola. We'll have a setup there, and we do concerts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right?
Very cool.
Now let's talk about your competitive structure. You have monopolies, oligopolies, monopolistic competitive markets. Where do you think you sit?
I would definitely say that The Foolish Ones is in a competitive structure because we have to competitively price our gear to remain relevant, but then at the same time we have to make some type of profit.
I want to dive into a little bit about the consumer's income.
So since we're a brand new company, only been selling clothes for half a year now, I would say if the potential customers that we could reach made less money, it would make them less willing to buy our gear. But then if that same customer base was to make more money or become more affluent in some way, then they would be more willing to buy a shirt or anything that we would be selling.
All right, so price of related goods. What are some of the prices of your competitors? Like, some of their shirts and stuff like that.
All right, so the closest in price to us is Obey. Their shirts run about $30 and up. And then we got Supreme, who sells shirts with prices all across the board from $80 to about $100 to about $200.
Next question, let's talk a little bit about the taste within the market. What trends do you think that in changes in the marketplace do you think you should look for?
So what I look for in the market is I look to see not what the cool kids are wearing, but I look on IG and I look on Twitter and I'll look and see what type of way kids are wearing their hats or how long the shirts are, maybe how tight the jeans are, and I use those types of things in my research to help better inform me on what route I should take.
What do you think consumers think about what is going to happen, and how do you think this changes their buying habits as far as trends and where the market's going to go?
The consumer, they expect for upstart brands to be ahead of the curve fashion-wise. So with us, we have to be not only one step ahead, but I would say 3. So it's like playing chess in a sense.
What type of things do you think may increase or decrease the number of potential customers?
If we advertise too heavy, or if we put the wrong people into our gear, that can negatively affect what we do. And if our gear is priced too high, or if we don't interact with the customers in a proper way, those are all things that could negatively affect how we operate.
How strongly will raising or lowering the price affect your business?
So lowering the price, although we may sell out faster, it would hamper our ability to keep going because every business needs to at least break even or they need to get some type of profit, because when you make the profit, that allows you to do more things and to provide your customers with better service and better product.
What changes could you expect in the prices you pay for your inputs? So the materials and all that stuff that you spend on, how would they affect your decisions to supply?
So first and foremost, cotton. If the price of cotton goes up and the farmers charge more to the shirt makers and the distributors, then that would in turn that would make me have to pay more. And then for me to make up for those costs, I would have to charge the customers more.
What new technology is coming out that will decrease your company's costs?
drones, if they become more efficient and easier to use and easier to access to startup companies like the Foolish Ones, then that could definitely be a possibility of something we try and do in the future.
So, what about expectations? What are your company's expectations of how the market will change? And how do these expectations affect your business?
So, in an industry that moves as fast as fashion does, we have to stay current, but we need to grow with our customer base. So as they get older and transition into different parts of their life, we also have to usher them through them with our gear.
So, what about changes in what opportunities outside of this business might draw you away and make you decide to close this business?
A once in a lifetime job position.
And how long would it take for new competitors to enter your market once they see you are doing well?
Just like I started, it's fairly easy to start a clothing company because all you need is an idea and a couple $100. You can start a company. You may not have all of the legal stuff taken care of up front, but you can put a few shirts out, you could put a hat out or something and see the type of reception that you get.
How do you deal with things like discounting prices and making sure you're legal there, consumer protection laws, truth in advertising laws, things like that?
Me as a consumer, I don't want to be taken advantage of. So when I'm doing business, I put myself in place of the consumer.
What's your total industry revenue?
About $60 billion for streetwear.
What's your total industry payroll?
Over $380 million.
Shirley, I'd like to thank you for your time here, and best of luck to you and the Foolish Ones.